aespa. With their latest comeback, Savage, aespa not only broke their own records in album sales, but also debuted straight onto #1 Top 100 Melon, becoming the very first girl group of K-pop to achieve this title ever since the chart updated their voting rules. The thing is, though aespa has well proven their position as the leading girl group of Gen 4, they were also caught up in a bunch of copyright issues. And apparently, since this has always happened to them in every comeback, netizens are having more solid reasons to believe that SM Entertainment is exploiting noise marketing to leapfrog into the reputation-building process of the girls. And yes, that leapfrog obviously came with a pretty hefty price. For Savage, first let's talk about how the concept photos of aespa have already caught up with a bunch of copyright issues just a few days after release. When the photo teasers where each member would wear a virtual mask sophisticatedly designed to represent their own symbols were uploaded, many netizens found a huge resemblance between this concept and the masks James Mary made for Bjork Utopia in 2017. Even critic Kim Do-hyun also joined the chat, and implied that SM Entertainment was doing something shady again, saying, "The mask that appeared in aespa's teaser resembles James Mary's collection. I wonder if SM Entertainment has officially collaborated." Not only that, on September 30th, SM Entertainment also received another backlash when people spotted another huge similarity with the teaser photo of Karina in the work by Japanese illustrator Hajime Sorayama. Basically, the two pictures shared the same elements from the main character's pose, the complementary entity, its material, and the background color. However, people stand divided. Many state that the original works were nothing but a big inspiration, and especially for virtual masks, a quick Pinterest search would reveal that a bunch of similar works were already there, even before James Mary released his photos. On the other hand, there were also people who believed the creative team in charge of aespa's concept was flagrantly stealing other artists' work, and this obviously made the image of SM Entertainment closer to the synonym of plagiarism. Besides the allegations and concept photos, aespa was also accused of copying the choreography of Blackpink's How You Like That and ITZY's Not Shy. And for this particular time, choreographer Kale Tutin, aka the mastermind behind these three dances, was also criticized for recycling the moves, and joined hands with SM for some bait attention. In fact, aespa has long been dragged into these copyright things since their debut. Let's have a quick look at what the company has done to make the girls frequently referred to as the copycat of K-pop. With Black Mamba, aespa was accused of plagiarizing the concept of German visual artist Tim Helgert in KDA. Not long after that, artist Brian Wing also accused SM of copying his design for aespa's debut concept photos, leading to the company eventually hiring him for the next comeback Next Level. And even for the stage of the group on Inkigayo, aespa was also accused of copying the work of Bilette Catherine, a New York-based artist with a surreal futuristic aesthetic. ITZY. Debuting ITZY with the girl crush concept, JYP has multiple times raised the suspicions that they were creating nothing more than a Blackpink version too. While there were some who believed that everything was just baseless accusations, it seemed like the latest MV of the group had created a bunch of controversies. After Loco was released, the MV soon made headlines in a Vietnamese outlet for sharing too many common details to the three previous bops of Blackpink, from Lovesick Girl, Kill This Love, to Do 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 Do. As the paper pointed out, the Pinky scene where Yuna sat with a big stuffed bunny with one eye injured was super similar to the one where Jennie wore a similar white dress and held a stuffed bear with the same injured eye in Lovesick Girl. Not only that, the scene where all the members were wearing colorful, punky clothes and dancing in front of the LED panel was also said to be another version of this part in Lovesick Girl. Even the stylists of JYP were also accused of copying Blackpink, since when netizens looked at how Yeji and Leah were dressed, the staggering similarities were also found in Yeji's metal-studded jacket and the Madras crop top set of Leah. Looking at the big picture, the article also pointed out how the punky, bratty pop girl vibe of Blackpink in Kill This Love was also recreated through the clothes, hairstyle, makeup, and MV color of ITZY. Even the billboard that ITZY danced in front of was also said to be a copy version of Kill This Love's poster, considering how similar was the font, the song title, and the color combination between black and red. In the runway scene of Leah and the one where Chaeyoung stood on a black bulldozer to run over boxes of presents, the article also pointed out that this was just another idea copied from Blackpink's Do 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 scenes, where Jennie flexed hard with her shopping bags and later crushed a bunch of gifts with her bling bling tank. In the past, the negligence of JYP Entertainment also pushed ITZY into many other hot messes, where they were hated for many allegations of copying Blackpink, from the outfits, singing styles, to the album releases and social media postings. However, based on what the company has done in the latest MV of ITZY, it's quite obvious that they didn't learn the lesson at all. BTS. While Permission to Dance is one of the most successful tracks of BTS, the song still, unfortunately, got caught up in a plagiarism issue after some netizens accused HYBE of choosing the track that had way too many similar elements with two big hits of One Direction, What Makes You Beautiful and Steal My Girl. Things all started after a user on Twitter said that the chord progressions, harmony, and tune of Permission to Dance sound so much like the intro of What Makes You Beautiful and the ending of Steal My Girl. One even went as far as saying HYBE had literally copied the vibe of All in This Together from High School Musical, and didn't even bother to make a change to have some interesting switch-up in chorus and verse. The most surprising thing is that not only netizens, but ARMYs were also voicing their disappointment in the alleged plagiarism this time. Surfing Twitter for a bit, you'll find it quite easy to see that though fans were in love and highly appreciating the positivity BTS was spreading amidst such trying times, a few couldn't help but wonder why the act was trying so desperately to westernize themselves and gradually become a mirror of One Direction, instead of the BTS that people used to know. Different from many previous plagiarism allegations, HYBE has yet to release any statements this time. And while Permission to Dance was a sounding success achievement-wise, many seem to not be able to say the same for the music orientation and the image of BTS. NCT Dream. While the era of hot sauce has long been finished, the relevance of NCT Dream is still there, after netizens raised suspicions about whether SM Entertainment had plagiarized TXT's track Blue Orangeade for NCT Dream's B-side track Countdown 321. However, things didn't start right off the bat from the beat similarities between Countdown and Blue Orangeade, but rather with another track of TXT, Angel or Devil. Since TXT had already released this song in 2019, in the Dream chapter Magic, many MOAs accused SM Entertainment of stealing ideas, but due to the fact that both Countdown and Angel or Devil were the B-side tracks of both acts, the controversies quickly sank without drawing much attention. While many thought that the whole tea would already stop there, SM has recently made a move that not only took everyone aback, but also implicitly confirmed how they had plagiarized TXT's song, and pushed NCT Dream into an unnecessary hot mess. After this suspicious action, many online detectives started to take on this new case, and soon enough, they found out the true work that was plagiarized by SM Entertainment was Blue Orangeade. Just more than a week ago, netizens noticed the company had silently credited two exclusive producers of HYBE, Slow Rabbit and Supreme Boy, for NCT Dream's Countdown. And considering the fact that such information was only added after the censorship of KBS, the confirmation of credit for NCT Dream songs on the physical album and many other media, people now even have more reasons to believe that the alleged plagiarism was true. As you can see here, there were initially no credits for Slow Rabbit and Supreme Boy on any means of issuance from SM Entertainment. However, several months after the allegations broke out, their names are now seen on many media like Comcast streaming service, YouTube Video, and even Melon. The thing is, since SM Entertainment decided to resolve things in silence, rather than issuing any official statements, netizens still found it hard to accept, and have non-stop thrown hands at the company for the past few days. On the coup, some believe that plagiarism has officially been the tradition of SM Entertainment, and the company name is now almost the synonym of this word. So, do you think these were just mere coincidences because there's always a limit in music? Or do you take the opposite stance? Comment down below to share your thoughts with us. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to BeBoss TV for more interesting content. Thank you for watching.